Hi, I'm Atharva.
I'm Idan.
I'm James.
I'm Craig, and together,
We're Vocl.
Communication is what allows us to build true human connections. But for the 7.5 million Americans and many more worldwide living with ALS, stroke, or dysarthria, this fundamental right has been stripped away.
We're tackling this problem head-on by building the first affordable, non-invasive, and real-time speech restoration interface, giving millions their voice back.
And for these patients, conditions like ALS, stroke, or dysarthria sever the brain-to-speech connection, leaving them unable to speak. The emotional toll is devastating. Patients with severe speech impairments experience higher rates of clinical depression, and over half report feelings of social isolation. Current solutions, called AAC tools, require users to spell words letter by letter through eye tracking or a keyboard. It can take minutes to spell a simple sentence. People need real-time communication. They deserve to express their feelings, to sound like themselves again.
that's exactly what we're building. Our product, the Vocl Echo, places non-invasive electrodes on 4 facial muscles that send a tiny electrical signal to our processor when speech is attempted, even if no sound actually comes out. Our proprietary algorithm decodes those muscle signals and converts them into natural synthetic speech as audio or text on a chosen smart device. This wearable EMG headset captures what you're trying to say and outputs it in a fraction of a second, allowing patients to finally communicate at conversational speed without the need for expensive surgery or implants.
And the user experience is designed to be just as simple as the concept. First, put on the headset and connect via Bluetooth to our app. The interface shows real-time EMG streams from the 4 key facial muscles responsible for speech articulation. Once connected, you'll run a 5-minute calibration where you attempt to say 20 common phonemes, like ah, ba, and ma. Think of this similar to setting up a new device. After calibration, you're ready to communicate. First, our model classifies attempted phonemes, followed by the LLM layer synthesizing phonemes into natural speech output. We've achieved 82% phoneme accuracy with less than 300 milliseconds of end-to-end latency.
But before we go further, we want to share why this cause matters so deeply to us. Our team formed as we visited James's house over the summer and met his grandfather, Yaya. He was 82 and was battling ALS. Every visit that summer, we'd tell him about our day, and he'd listen, silently tracking us with his eyes. His problem was the same as millions of others. His brain worked, but his muscles didn't.
When Yaya passed away late summer, we were devastated. Early fall, we read about researchers at Stanford decoding inner speech with 74% accuracy. However, it required invasive implants with tens of thousands in costs. We realized that if they could decode thoughts invasively, why couldn't we decode attempted speech non-invasively?
That question led us to study everything already on the market, and we found a massive gap. Eye tracking and switch-based AAC devices like Tobii Dynavox are painfully slow, typing at 5 to 10 words per minute. This doesn't feel like natural speech. On the other end, implants like Neuralink or the systems from UCSF and Stanford can restore speech at 60 to 90 words per minute, but they're invasive, requiring surgery and possibly costing hundreds of thousands of dollars. Vocl sits in the middle. We're targeting 40 to 60 words per minute with a non-invasive device that costs under $5,000.
That gap represents a massive market opportunity. We project our TAM to be $18.75 billion with our SAM of $12.5 billion. For our SOM, Vocl aims to capture 19,070 units, $47.68 million in revenue over 10 years, representing 19.07% of our $250 million SOM and positioning us as a significant player in this market. Our financial model starts with around 1,200 units sold in year 1, growing at 9.4% annually, the projected growth rate of the US speech-generating devices market. We model 3 scenarios, a base case at that rate, a bear case at half the volume, and a bull case at double, all valued at a conservative 2.5x revenue multiple. Even in our bear case, we reach a $12 million valuation within 10 years.
Clinical readiness is something that we've thought through carefully. The Vocl Echo is a non-significant risk under FDA guidelines since we're only reading surface-level EMG signals. We've also already established several safety protocols, including encrypting patient data. Our regulatory pathway is also very straightforward. We will perform bench tests and usability studies followed by a pilot clinical study with ALS patients, all aimed towards receiving FDA clearance.
Once we have clearance, we already have a strategy ready. Our implementation strategy focuses on a dual-track model. We are launching through a B2C channel to serve the families who need immediate access while simultaneously building B2B partnerships with rehabilitation hospitals. Revenue streams include sales at $2,500 per unit, optional subscriptions at $29 per month for enhanced features, and anonymized dataset licensing to institutions.
As from biostatistics, we have a functional prototype. Additionally, we validated our approach by connecting with professors and researchers at UCSF, UChicago, and UC Davis. Over the next 18 months, we aim to optimize our hardware and prepare it for manufacturing. We'll launch a 20-patient study upon FDA approval and submit our first regulatory documentation with the FDA in Q4 of 2026. And we'll achieve our first clinical deployments in Q1 2027 at 5 to 10 partner sites. This round gets us from our prototype to clinically validated product. We're Vocl, and we're giving millions their voice back. Thank you for listening.